like this.
Do you believe in miracles?
The Rams are standing silent. They can't believe what just happened to them.
Mike Quick laughing is so great, too. He's just like, what's happening? That was an incredible victory for the Eagles yesterday.
Incredible call.
Wow. People are still stunned about it. I think I've watched the thing like 50 times.
Me too.
We welcome you here now to Bird's Huddle, presented by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL, alongside Barrett Brooks. I'm Amy Fadool, and we're celebrating, B. We're celebrating.
I can't stop celebrating. In fact, it was hard for me to go to sleep, even though it was a 1 o'clock game.
Oh, it was exhausting.
I got back to the house about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I couldn't go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep at like 3 this morning. You know what I mean? I just couldn't settle down. You know, this football's all about.
You're fired up.
Like that. Football is all about that. I mean,
great win.
Come on now. I mean, I could never run that fast in my life. Never. Even when I was young and slim and fast.
Over 18 miles an hour. He was humming along.
That just goes to show. That's why I'm retired. I got too big, too strong, too fast.
Slim JD getting it done. The Eagles trailed 26-7 before coming all the way back. Here they are and having the heart of a champion. It's our Birds Report presented by Fadool Casino. Get your thrill on.
We're on the ground, and you can get counted out in those moments, like in boxing. But if you get up and keep fighting and keep swinging, you know, in this game, you always got a chance.
I'm not proud of the flow in which we played, the execution and the focus that we had earlier in the game. But I am proud of everybody not giving up and everybody being determined to find a way to win the game. And there wasn't a doubt in my mind that someone was going to make a play on that field goal.
We were just all excited. In the locker room, we're all excited. And it's just it's a great feeling to have, especially at the end of the game, a hard-fought game like that. Like, hats off to the Rams. You know, it's just one of those games that when the chips are down, it's all on your back. You have to go out there and fix it.
He's going to keep that football forever.
No question, no question.
Let's check out our three-point stance presented by Toyota. First up, talking about the big man, Jordan Davis, a force. He is a force. He chased down Matt Stafford for a sack, key fourth down stop, run stop, blocked a potential game-winning kick, ran it all the way back 60-plus yards. How impressed are you with his game and really his season so far?
What can you say negative about him? He lost the weight. He did everything they asked him to do. And he didn't just start at this offseason. He started the better part of last year. You know, and you see he started reaping the benefits of it as the season went on. I mean, he had 2 sacks in the postseason last year. You know, he got slimmer. He came in, people didn't know who he was. He's 6'6", 330 pounds worth of fighting force now. And when you look at him, everything's starting to come into place now. He's no longer just a run stopper. He just was deemed the guy to come in on first and second down. And against passing teams, he wouldn't come in the game at all. But now he could stop the run. He could rush the pass. He's showing that he's more versatile than probably any offensive line we have right now. Right? You have to say, you know, yes, Jalen Carter is a great offensive lineman, but you have to put him right there next to him. It's not like he's too far back as far as his production. Hell, production-wise, he might be better than Jalen Carter right now. So, I mean, Davis has put himself in a great position to get paid. I don't know what, you know, why he did what he did. Whether, you know, he did it for himself, he did it for the team, or he did it for the money. I don't care. I just know right now he is balling and making things happen, and I love it for him. He deserves everything that's happening for him right now.
Playing 70% of the snaps. It's pretty impressive. Our second stance, Jalen Hurts never loses. He never loses. What am I talking about? The Eagles were down 26-7. He just got drilled, fumbled. First half looked awful, picked himself back up, led the Eagles to the victory. They're now 17-0 in Jalen Hurts' last 17 games that he started. 17-0 in games that gentleman has started. And yet nationally, they won't acknowledge it. They won't acknowledge it.
You know, I mean, I have him slated to win the MVP this year. I think everybody's starting to take notice on how good he can play. You know, how good he is. Stats shouldn't be the basis of why you get, you know, termed an MVP. It should be because of what you bring to your team, what you bring to the NFL, and he's done all of that. He's built himself up to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He did it the hard way. This team believes in him. They react, in a manner in which he reacts. At no point did they feel as though they were out the game. They didn't try to show anything other than what they were, and that's a championship type of team. They just fought and scratched and clawed their way back in it. Jalen Hurts, he's a winner for sure. He should be an MVP. In fact, I put the money on it already. I already got money on for being an MVP.
Punched the ticket.
Already. I already punched the ticket already, He deserves it. And give him more in that offense. Open it up for him, Open it up for him.
Wow, speaking of, good things happen when A.J. Brown gets the ball. That's not a really bold statement by any stretch. After the game, the Eagles wideout discussed the offensive approach.
I truly believe, man, we got so many good players on this team, and at times, you can feel like we're being conservative. And I don't think it should be like that. I think it should, let your killers do their thing, and play fast and play aggressive. I'm not saying that we haven't been, but me personally, that's what I would like.
I would like it. He would like it.
Yes.
You would like it. Brown's been extremely quiet the first 2 weeks. Obviously, we know that. But then, wow, look at that explosion against the Rams. 109 yards, a touchdown. Same number of receptions the first 2 games, and 6 for 1 game. But good things happen when this gentleman has the ball in his hands.
He's just so explosive. He is a weapon that you can't deny. If you get him the ball, great results will happen, and that's what's going on right now. They needed the way to open the offense up, and he's definitely a means of doing that. Pick your poison as a defensive coordinator. You want to stop the run, Saquon Barkley, an MVP candidate, but then you have the best receiver, one of the best receivers in the NFL. He's a top 3 receiver as far as, potential, and then also opening up the offense. Jalen Hurts can get it to him at any time. Like you say, he's always open. I really believe he's always open. There's not a time which I feel as though he was covered on a pass play. And it just goes to show on the 38-yard pass play he went. He walled the guy off, caught the ball, went back into him, and that just goes to show. He said he didn't even see the ball. The sun was in his eyes. But that's just how great he is. He threw his hand up there, and all of a sudden it bounced off his hand and caught it. He is one hell of a receiver. He can do just about anything that any other receiver can do in the league. He's big, strong, fast, aggressive, and he thinks that he's the best player out there.
Yeah.
And I love that fact. You know what I'm saying? He thinks of himself being the best player. I believe he's the best player out
Well, when he shows games like that, especially in the second half.
Right.
Feed the man the ball, everyone. All right, let's check out the playbook presented by Supercuts. We're going to bring you Nick Sirianni's locker room speech on the other side. Plus, John Clark joins us in the Birds Lounge to talk about the big win and if the passing game is indeed fixed. Barrett also offers some big praise for Big Fred Johnson. This is Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Time for Up to the Challenge, presented by First Trust Bank, official bank of the Eagles. This was the celebration after the Eagles stormed back from a 26-7 deficit in the third quarter to take down the Rams, scoring 26 unanswered points to win 33-26. Jordan Davis capped things off, of course, with a blocked field goal that he returned very speedily for a 61-yard touchdown return. Woo! Afterwards, this is what Nick Sirianni had to say to his team in the locker room.
Guys, that mental toughness, this is what I need you guys to have in your time. I need you to have it the rest of the season. I need you to have it the rest of the time you're an Eagle. And I need you to have it the rest of the time you're in life. Yes, sir. That there's going to be times we're down. There's going to be times we don't want to get back up. All right? We don't want to get back up, but we pick ourselves up and we keep getting up. All right? You guys got to remember that for me. All right? Because that's what this team did today. There's something dangerous about a team that doesn't stop fighting. There's something dangerous about a team that doesn't stop fighting.
And that is true as we welcome you into the Birds Lounge presented by Cure Auto Insurance. John Clark joins us. And, John, you were in the building for that incredible comeback victory over the Rams at the Link yesterday. What was it like? You saw the fans at halftime. We kind of saw them over here, too. We're at the building, right, Big? But we saw the fans at halftime. You got to see them up close, and then you see them afterwards. What a difference those 2 quarters made.
I know, and I was actually with some Eagles fans today. They actually left right before because they figure it's going to be a game-winning field goal. They got to beat the traffic. So some people actually left, which is crazy.
Can you imagine trying to listen to that on the radio as Merrill's going bananas?
I know, exactly. And it was funny because we were in the tunnel watching Howie Roseman come running down, and there's Howie watching in the tunnel, and he just starts jumping up and down. There's the video right there.
John, you took this, right?
And that was every Eagles fan in that moment. I mean, how improbable to me that the Rams didn't seem to make any adjustments, because obviously Jordan Davis is getting a push and Jalen Carter got a push, and they're putting their hands up. You're not going to make an adjustment to get better guards or better linemen there to try to make sure that they don't get their hands up like that? I mean, it's improbable to me that the Rams didn't make any adjustments.
And it just happened.
I'm so glad that they don't know how to make adjustments like that. And I think it has more to do with the kicker. I mean, that's something that they researched. That's what guys, you see those guys in that same gap. They weren't in the gap, but they were head up on that guard right there. And basically, it was nothing he could do anyways because the kicker just kicked too low.
Yeah.
And he didn't try to adjust and, try to kick it up higher or anything. He kept it that low. So, I mean, honestly, we're upstairs, we're watching the game. We had to shoot downstairs to do the post-game show. And I'm sitting there like, oh, man, we're about to lose this game.
Know.
I'm getting mad because I hear Rube, he being, Rube is.
They didn't deserve to win this game.
He's not the most confident guy in the world. I love Rube's world, but, he's not the most confident guy in the world. But then he starts crying and bitching, and I'm mad now. I'm getting madder and madder. And then they win. And I'm like, woo, let's go.
And 2 blocked field goals in the fourth quarter. I mean, the first time in the NFL since at least 1978.
Absolutely.
They're still researching it, but 2 blocked field goals in the fourth quarter. A lot of times guys come around from the edge.
Yes.
Jordan
Right
Davis
up
got
the middle.
a push. Like he was 5 feet behind the line of scrimmage when he
stepping up when we need it. You know what I mean? Stepping
Good for them having them on special teams.
Exactly.
Right.
Not always those guys are playing special teams.
Exactly. They're usually chilling with Gatorade on the side.
They got a permanent special team spot now. The Eagles had, though, you'll remember, -1 yard passing, net passing, at the first half. -1 yard net passing. It's mind-boggling when you look at the final stats because Jalen Hurts put on really a show in the second half. I mean, when you're looking at it, this passing offense was non-existent. Look at that, 4 of 8, and then went on an absolute tear, over 200 yards. You can see there's 3 touchdowns. So the big question is now, John, I'll start with you. If they officially unleash the passing game, are you finally ready to let this roll?
Yeah, I think they broke through. And it's my understanding from talking to some people, they kind of just scrapped everything they were doing. And they're like, let's just go with what feels right, what works. It's kind of Jalen Hurts together with Kevin Fadool. What is feeling right? And then playing fast, tempo, and you're able to play more free. And it just seems like they got into a rhythm. So I do think that they found themselves. Sometimes it's good to be punched in the mouth like they were in the first half. And to have adversity like that. So now you kind of found yourself. It's kind of like a breakthrough. And I think the communication was great between Jalen Hurts and Kevin Fadool. And as an offense, of course, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, they're always pushing to get more involved in the passing attack. But I think they found themselves. I think this is a breakthrough.
Well, after the win, you spoke with Devontae Smith, who, of course, caught the go-ahead touchdown. Let's take a listen.
Give us an idea, the difference between the offense in the first half and the second half. What took place after that turnover and you get down 26-7?
We just had to, keep fighting, probably the worst you could ever play, in a half. At the end of the day, it came down to communication, going out there, making the plays, and pushing the tempo a little bit.
Were you, Jalen, AJ, were you guys pushing for more aggressiveness with the play calling? Was Kevin Fadool kind of vibing with you guys as far as we need to be more aggressive?
We always push to be aggressive, and honestly, that was kind of the offensive talk this week was being more aggressive, and I think in the second half we did that.
All right, B, the big question is, are they going to actually follow it up? I mean, it took them being down 19 points to open it up and be aggressive. Are they going to have that for the entire game, say, next week against the Bucs?
There's no way they can change that. You have to be more aggressive, understanding, you can't be stagnant. We have too many weapons on the outside, too many weapons at the tight end position, too many weapons at the running back position to not use them in the passing game. I mean, it'd be all for naught. When you say more aggressive, what they mean by more aggressive, they mean, get the tempo going, Don't wait on them, the defense to make adjustments. You get your tempo going. Push the ball down the field. Don't be as predictable, coming to the line, being in the center, you're going to run the ball. You're in the shotgun, you're going to throw the ball. All that stuff can be out the door if you let Jalen play Jalen's game. Something, it may come with a little bit of, maybe an interception here or there, you know what I'm saying? But, you give him an opportunity to be aggressive. Push the ball down the field. Give him, come on to do it, and if they do that, I think this offense will get better and better.
John, you win a game like that, you feel invincible. I mean, you came back from 19 down, but they're going to a place next week that they don't traditionally fare well.
And it's hot.
Can they beat the Bucs in Tampa?
It's going to be very, very tough. Of course, last year I think they wilted in the heat, and they were missing a lot of players. They didn't have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Lane Johnson. They've lost 3 of their last 4 there. Now, I'm told they're going to go down on Friday instead of traveling on Saturday.
Okay.
They never do this, so they're changing it
Get
up.
a little acclimated.
To the heat, maybe even have a workout Saturday. So I think they're going to change it up because they want to get that out of the minds.
Right.
I mean, we saw guys in cold tubs. Guys were out of gas. They were exhausted after that last loss. So they are trying to do some things to change it up. This is huge. I mean, it was 2-0 versus 2-0 last week, and now it's 3-0 against 3-0. This is a tough spot for them. It's a tough spot for them.
It's going to be a fun one, though.
Baker Mayfield, NFC, let's go.
Now listen,
let's go.
Eagles aren't going to
Why
win.
did they
Are you
play in
kidding me? They
September?
came back from the 19th.
September, every year in
December's more of a
Tampa.
time. We'll talk to the schedule makers. Johnny C., thanks so much for joining.